Welcome to a USL YouTube game between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. Myself, Sofyan Benzaza, joined by Kevin Duarte, aka the coach. How you doing, Kevin?
How you doing, Sofiane?
Good to have you back. We're at Complex Claude-Robillard. Game starts 7 p.m. between the FC Montreal, the hot FC Montreal, on a 4-game winning streak.
Absolutely, yeah.
Against a winless Hammerhead squad who was winless in the last 9 games. So a lot of absence today for FC Montreal. A few MLS players not available. Balou, Meilleur Giguère with the Canada U20 team, and Marco Dominguez suspended for 5 games, basically the remainder of the season, for a scuffle and a fight against TFC in the TFC2 in the derby game between both USL clubs. So Kevin, let's go through these changes and how do you feel would impact FC Montreal, at least. Let's start with Balou. He's been a very big player in the last
of course, going
six
forward.
games.
Absolutely, yes. But it's a chance for other players to step up. So we have Linkwer Joseph now taking his left side position on the wing.
Yep.
You still have Rigi on the right and Jackson Amel up top. So nothing much. I mean, you still have a good part of the lineup that is still in there. But it's a chance, obviously, for those players to step up in the midfield as well. With Dominguez's absence, so we have Belangoyet, who's been playing very in a fine form in the last few games. Plus, Gagnon Lapere is always a solid presence for FC Montreal.
Exactly. And before going to other players, even though we have a brand new center back duo with Yoseke and Oyonko and Onkoni, for FC Montreal, Wilmington, looking at their standing, they're 6, 11, and 8 in the season. FC Montreal is 6, 18, and 1. So you would see, you can imagine how would it be so different for FC Montreal if they had a few more ties. Look at Wilmington being 6 points away from a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And we talk about it a few times. So many losses. Most of them were a goal difference in a
Close
loss.
games, yeah.
How do you assess that for these players who have shown they're mentally strong to win games?
Yeah, well, the leagues like the USL and North America, for that matter, are generally very close. So, I mean, just a couple of draws, you lose points here and there, and all of a sudden, that's a difference between going for a playoff spot like Wilmington is, and a bit further FC Montreal. Now, FC Montreal are mounting a winning streak. They're hoping that continues. Wilmington, there's still a lot to play for. They're here on the road. They must feel like this is also a winnable game to try and get back on track. You talk about their struggles in the last few matches, so it's close, but there's definitely something to play for both sides tonight.
Even though both teams have sort of similarities in the standings and goals for and goals against, we talk about Rigi, Balou, but also Jackson Amel. He's on a hot streak, trying to prove himself to be MLS starter eventually with the Montreal Impact soon enough. Maybe after Drogba, maybe with Drogba. We don't know yet. How have you assessed his style? He has scored some nice goals, difficult goals. How do you see him as a striker growing up as a mature striker into MLS eventually?
Well, he already has the experience. He trains with the first team quite regularly. He's played for the first team quite regularly. But right now, it's a perfect fit for him. He's playing minutes, which he needs. With an MLS, that wasn't really the case necessarily. He's down in the pecking order. Whereas here in FC Montreal, he's the main guy, and they were actually missing him in months of July when he wasn't present. Now he's come in August. He's played the last few games. He's scoring goals. He looks comfortable. He looks happy. So this could only be beneficial for him going forward.
Should be a fun game between both teams. And after the break, we'll be back for the kickoff between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads.
Gets over Lorendi, which appears to be the plan of the day. And this ball played towards the net, and it's in! Oh, what a terrific goal that is! What a strike from Gonzalez! He scores for the second game running against Oklahoma.
Tonight, I think both teams are really working to, obviously they need the and there's a fantastic goal right there from Herzog.
Herzog, great little combination with
That's Mkungula crossed in and headed away by Sharpie. There's a strike, and it's an answer for Montreal. It's the captain, Louis Belangoyet. He beats Clint Irwin, and 40 seconds later, Montreal have equalized.
For Hawks, let's first watch this run by Rochester. Into the box, a shot, and we have a tie game. Steven Dos Santos, the forward from Cape Verde, drills it into the back of the net, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
Off here of late. Iwasa overtakes. That's a mazy dribble by Iwasa. Fires it! What a goal from Cameron Iwasa! Sacramento Republic are in front.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever. S'il vous plaît, retirez casquettes et chapeaux pour l'interprétation de nos hymnes nationaux. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps and hats for the interpretation of our national anthems.
And we're back live from Complex Sportif Claude-Robillard, Sophia Benzaza with Kevin Duarte, aka the coach, for the game between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. National anthems, both US and Canadian national anthems, teams shaking hands, ceremonial handshaking with the referees, and going for the honorary and official team picture before the game. Changed lineup for FC Montreal, like we said in the pregame, Kevin, Brandon Onconi and Neville Yoseke with the center back duo. No Cal Fisher, no Thomas Meyer-Giguère. David Paulman at the goalkeeper. Left back, as usual, Arouam Kunguia, who has been excellent this season. Yannick Charbonneau as the right back. In the midfield, Jérémy Gagnon-Laparé and Louis Belonguillat, captain of the day, of the game, and usually the captain of FC Montreal. Lancourt Joseph, the shifty winger playmaker on the right. Cacher, the number 10 offensive midfielder. Rigi on the left as the winger, and Anthony Jackson-Amel as a striker. For our friends from Wilmington, we have Parker, number 22, the striker. Behind him, number 9, Barnes Homer. On the right, Mars. On the left, Michaud. The duo of midfielders, Toblieb and number 6, Miller. Parat, Doué, Mesham, and Defregger from left to right for the defensive backline. And Smiths, the goalkeeper, who was the backup goalkeeper for Christian Nisht for the Montreal Impact during the second leg of the Champions League final against Club America. So a bit of Montreal trivia there for you. Those who want to play some Trivial Pursuit, and they can definitely put that in their game. So interesting, like we said, Kevin, the Hammerheads looking to get a win. They're trying to get back into the playoff race. FC Montreal mathematically still in the playoffs, but you know, if they're not perfect throughout the season, the last final 4 to 5 games, and everyone else loses, which is impossible, they're basically out of it. FC Montreal should be out of the playoffs by the next few games, and they're trying to make something happen. So how do you think, mentally they're at home, they need to prove that their domination at home of late was not a fluke?
Yeah, and I mean, for most MLS reserve sides like FC Montreal is, Of course, winning is always the goal. They want to win. Anybody would rather finish first than finish near the bottom, right? But it's not the objective, the long-term objective going forward for these sides. The objective is to get these kids playing time. A lot of these young guys into those MLS teams, maybe MLS camp, the first team. But FC Montreal have rebounded well. They're on a nice winning streak. That's 4 games. They're trying to extend that tonight to 5 games in a row and end the season on a statement.
And that should be fine. And a lot of offensive potential, even without Ballon Joie-Vita-Blas, the sensation within the Montreal Impact Academy structure and the first team sooner than later. So the referee giving the ball to Anthony Jackson-Hamel to start the kickoff. He will be met by Jean-Miguel Gagnon-Lapare, and kickoff should be happening any second as soon as the referee blows the whistle. And it's kickoff. Jackson-Hamel back to Jérémy Gagnon-Lapare on the left side to Amkungua. He's pressured by Mars. Gives it back to Yoseke, who finds Onkoni. So similar formation between both teams, even though FC Montreal more of a 4-3-3. Long ball taken care of by the Hammerheads defense. Give away by Amkungua. Yoseke almost lose the ball, pressured by Martz, but good job there to clear the ball away. Kasher steals the ball. He's in the middle. He has Jackson-Hamel with the run. Jackson-Hamel, oh, good interception by Michael Misham.
Kasher should have identified there was space to play a further through ball into space, maybe a good 10 yards in front of Jackson-Hamel. Maybe would have had more success.
The pass might have been too soon. And
yeah, it was played to feet instead of into space.
Now Joseph back to Jean-Luc Charbonneau. Onkoni all the way to Yoseki, who's also a center midfielder for FC Montreal. Gives it to Gagnon-Lapare, look for options. Amkungua with a run. He does not pass it to Aram Amkungua. Long ball to Jackson-Hamel on the right side, who heads it into the box. No one was there, and back to Smiths. First touch for the Hammerheads goalkeeper. Onkoni battles Barnes. Barnes Homer goes on the left side for Michaud. No, not Michaud. Back to Parad, the left back. Parad looking for options. On the left side, Jean Charbonneau has to defend. Mamini coming cross, but a pass. Nice combination from Hammerheads in the pass right there. Michaud, the cross, he shoots! And it's wide. It's deflected for a corner kick. Paulman was aware, but it was a dangerous chance for the Hammerheads, who had a lot of space and time on FC Montreal's right side to be able to open up. So option for crossing and shot. He went for the shot and is deflected for a corner kick. That will be taken by Defregger, number 18. Second post too far and too high for Misham, who had no chance to get it, and it's a throw-in for FC Montreal. Charbonneau with a throw-in. Finds Onkoni, who gives it back to Yoseke. Running the ball, has options on the left with Amkungua, his favorite partner. Back to Yoseke. Yoseke to Onkoni right now. Not a lot of pressure from the Hammerheads, waiting a little bit.
Yeah, they're just going to keep a medium block, pressure at the right moments, like you see there. Ball was traveling, that's when they step up, but they won't be chasing anything early on.
Palman kicks it long to Rigi, but Jackson-Hamel deflects it. Good interception by Defregger, as Rigi was making an interesting run right there. Doué kicks it away after Kasher's pressure back to Charbonneau, who intercepts it, but his touch is a bit too heavy, and it's a throw-in for the Hammerheads. Parat with a throw-in. Barnes Homer tries to find Tobia, but it goes out for another throw-in for Charbonneau. Charbonneau kicks it away. Jackson-Hamel, he has time. Nice deflection to Kasher, intercepted by Defregger, who kicks it away. Yoseke to Gagnon-Lapare, but Kasher picks it up. He has space and time. 3 players in front of him. Rigi, good tackling. Good tackle by Defregger, who has been very active early in this game. Good tackle to intercept the ball and kicks it away for a throw-in by the Hammerheads right back. Kasher with the ball, gives it back to Yosuke. Yosuke looking for options, goes for Onkoni. A bit of a miscue pass right there, but Onkoni recovers. Garen Lapare going back deep to get the ball, looking for options. Not satisfied with what's in front of him. Goes back to Onkoni, who finds Charbonneau on the right side, pressured by Hammerhead players. Charbonneau cuts to the middle, finds Belongoyet. Back to Charbonneau, good give and go right there. Kasher has Amkugia on the left side. He has space, he has options. He might cross it. He's going to challenge De Frigger. He passes the ball and he's tackled, and it's a foul. Tackled by number 20, Tolbiev, the defensive midfielder, who saw that Amkungia was going almost to the box, and it was a good run by the left back, and looked like a good tackle, but he took the ball on demand on the replay right there.
Here you have Makangila. He identifies there's no option in the box, so he's going to take him on 1v1. Great touch there, that second touch to draw the foul, and the tackle was, of course, late and deserved free kick.
Yeah, deserved free kick, deserved foul. There was no bad intention, but he was too late on that. Tolbiev was too late, and interesting free kick for FC Montreal. Kasher, who likes to take them direct, but options to cross it into the box with at least 4 or 5 FC Montreal players ready to head the ball in.
It's about 22 yards out. Could be too much on the right, but I expect a shot from here.
Kasher going for the shot. Smith hugs the ball. Easy save. Makes it look easy. That's his job. And first shot on goal for FC Montreal. Smith takes his time. No pressure right there. Kicks it long for Barnes Homer, who fights Onkoni. Onkoni wins the ball. Belonguet transfers Jackson Amel a bit too far. Rigi pressures De Frigger. Rigi has the chance. De Frigger tries to get away from him. He kicks it far and high to Onkoni, but Michaud gets the ball. Barnes Homer is almost one-on-one. He has a breakaway. He has Charbonneau back on him. He's going to shoot. It's wide. A bit of miscommunication there in the FC Montreal defense.
A little lapse there between both center backs, Onkoni and Yoseki. But in the end, look how well they do to get between the ball and the net to not give Barnes a good clear shot away.
Exactly. Barnes Homer really had a good chance there. Good pass by Michaud, who switched side, going back as a sort of central offensive midfielder. But right now, a lot of combination from the Hammerheads, and Barnes Homer really making his presence clear as a pivot striker, really battling Yoseki and Onkoni. Long ball from Paulman to Jackson Amel. Misham on the ball, ping pong in midfield. Back to the Hammerheads. Garen Lapare tries to get the ball and fouls Tolbiev. Tolbiev goes for Parat on the left side. He has space. Charbonneau has options. Goes back to the midfield. Miller looking for a pass. He goes for Parat. Good pass to Parat, and he's called offside. Offside, but a decent play by the Hammerheads. Creating some movement right there. And a good challenge for FC Montreal to stay awake and aware early in this first half. For the 7th minute, 0-0 FC Montreal Hammerheads. Garen Lapare, a bit too long to release the ball. Finds Kasher. Kasher, nice dribble into the middle. Finds Charbonneau with a good run on the right side. Charbonneau will try to run, maybe cross it. He cuts. Gives it back to Louis Belonguet, the captain, and he predicts a run by Charbonneau that Charbonneau never does, and it's goal kick for the Hammerheads.
Already FC Montreal, very similar to what they do in the past. They're getting those fullbacks really implicated, so that allows one of the wingers or the ball side winger to tuck in. So that was the case on the right-hand side. So it was Lincourt Joseph tucking in, freeing up the run from Charbonneau. So they played Charbonneau in and get another number maybe in the box. So there they weren't able to cross it, but obviously their goal is to try and get that ball in the box after.
Getting tactically mature FC Montreal, the young guns of the USL. Michaud on the right side battles Aram Kongiwa. Not Michaud, excuse me, Martz. Martz crosses it in. Paulman slips, tries to find Barnes Homer, but the ball is still in play. Kyle Parker crosses it in. Garen Lapare has the ball out, still in danger. Barnes Homer has the ball. Kyle Parker back to Parat. Parat crosses it in. It's high and wide. Paulman's gonna go get it, and Paulman keeps the ball. So the Hammerheads, making sure that they're really focusing on the left side right now with Parat, Parker, and really looking at Barnes Homer as their main man.
Yeah, they've been moving the ball decently well in these for opening 10 minutes. They're getting the balls into the final third, which is beneficial, which is obviously the goal. And
they're
they
very
have
push.
been able to get balls in the box as well. They haven't been able to get a good look on goal though, but they are pushing. They are finding their way into their attacking third. So Montreal needs to be a bit more careful defensively.
Foul by Mesham on Jackson Hamel. A bit too much elbow work on Jackson Hamel's back right there. And free kick, indirect free kick to be taken by Jérémy Gallon-Laparé. Plays the kick to Rigi, tries to find Cacher, intercepted by Defregger. Defregger tries to find a teammate, but it's too long, intercepted by FC Montreal. Charbonneau on the right side. Gives it back to Onconi. Onconi to Yoseke. Yoseke back to Onconi. Looking for options right there. Not a lot of movement, but Charbonneau on the right side, cuts to the middle, has Lanco Joseph. He considers a good run by Charbonneau and good tackle by Doué to stop that dangerous through pass could have gone to Jackson Hamel. Cacher gets the ball on the left side. Rigi has the ball. He cuts. Loses the ball, but it's back again FC Montreal, but it's a loose pass by Lanco Joseph and Mesham kicks it away. Barnes-Homer fights Onconi and Onconi gets a foul for him against Barnes-Homer. A bit too much tucking on the shirt. Barnes-Homer really making sure that his presence is felt on every play. Gagnon-Laparé to Nkonguya on the left side. Nkonguya, long ball to Rigi. He's standish between both Doué and Mesham clears it. And Nkonguya heads the ball out for a throw-in. So very quickly, just going to freeze the brush from both center backs, making sure he has not a lot of space and time. So it should be interesting, that battle, how the midfielders will be able to connect to Jackson Hamel. That should be fun. Nkonguya controls the ball to Gagnon-Laparé. Good combination right there. Belongoyet finds Jackson Hamel. 1-2 with Cacher. Almost worked, but Cacher was looking for Rigi, who was trying to cut from the left side. Good play by FC Montreal. Maybe a bit too. Maybe the ball was faster than their creativity right now, but really good job FC Montreal. But still,
it's a good combination. But there, I think Jackson Hamel thought it was for him the ball, so he took a touch. He didn't know that Rigi was behind him. That ball would have been probably perfectly played for Rigi, and probably would have had a chance to score. But decent combination work after they recovered the ball in the Wilmington half already.
Gagnon-Laparé fouled by Michaud in the midfield. Michaud not happy with that. Not happy with the foul, and a lot of rhythm is being broken down by the Hammerheads in midfield, making sure they give little space to Belongoyet and Gagnon-Laparé, it seems, so they don't have time to release the ball as fast as they can, even though they have the fullbacks, Nkonguya and Charbonneau, to give options. Long ball to Rigi on the left side. Gives it back to Nkonguya. Nkonguya back to Rigi. A lot of rotation there. Rigi to Lanco Joseph. Almost a give and go. Rigi in the box.
Gotta punish them.
He scores! Alessandro Rigi! What a goal by FC Montreal. 1-0. 12 minutes for the Bleu Blanc Noir of the USL. Combination that started with Rigi on the left side and Nkonguya, and a give and go. And a through pass that should have gone through, to be honest, but Rigi takes advantage of the lapse.
Rigi taking advantage of that, exactly that technical error there, as you'll see on the replay. Rigi comes in, he starts it off, plays it in, little 1-2, and that's a bad miss by Meacham, yes, and then Rigi has to punish him from there. That's 1-0, and FC Montreal very happy with that. It's 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in now, so.
With the dab, with the double dab. Rigi, who has been the star for FC Montreal last year, picks up where he left off after recovering from injury this year, and it's 1-0 for FC Montreal. No mistakes are permitted against FC Montreal, and Meacham really pays the price. Offside called against the Hammerheads. It's fun to see FC Montreal take a lead at home. It seems to be their trademark in their four-game winning streak, at least when they were playing at home during that winning streak. And it's key for them to boost confidence, like you said a few times, Kevin, through many broadcasts. You score first, you can manage the rhythm of the game and be able to relax a bit more, or even have a sort of killer instinct to kill off the game as fast as you can.
Absolutely, and it's always up to the team that's losing to adjust tactically to try and get the goal back or take the lead after. So having a lead is always easier to manage than having to chase a lead. So it'll be interesting to see what FC Montreal does here. Will they keep going for a second, maybe a third, or are they going to be happy with the one?
Nkonguya fights off Martz. Good play by Mkongio, really battled 2 or 3 Hammerheads players to be able to keep the ball in, and he gets a throw in. Rigi, the goal scorer, to Kacher. Back to Rigi. Rigi takes his time all the way back to Yoseke, changes rhythm for FC Montreal. Kacher picks up a loose ball. All the way on the right side to Charbonneau, has a lot of space. He's all alone. Parrott tries and cover him. Charbonneau into the box. A header by Jackson Hamel almost finds FC Montreal player, but it's a goal kick. Even though a few Montreal players were trying to get a prove that there was a deflection from Jackson Hamel's header, but no luck there. So a quick change of pace from left to right. Charbonneau with a cross. You see right there the goal again. The give and go, and Meacham really misses his assignment and does not intercept the pass. Should have been an intercepted pass, but at this level, especially with a guy like Rigi, who's a real goal scorer, has a knack for scoring, he really took care of business there. Throw in for the Hammerheads. Parrott combines with Michaud. Barnes Homer. He's hugged by Onconi and the referee. Detects that, and it's a free kick, a dangerous free kick for the Hammerheads. Like we said earlier in the game, Barnes Homer is going to be a difficult client to handle for either Yoseke and Onconi, and right there gets a smart foul as the pivot striker. And the Hammerheads have a free kick right on the edge of the box of FC Montreal. Parrott will be taking the free kick, the left back who's right-footed. Long ball to second post. Good interception by Yoseke, who deflects the ball out for a corner kick. Kyle Parker was sneaking in sneaking in behind to try and find space and time to be able to head a ball, and maybe to head a ball back into the box, but Yoseke was right there. Defrigger with a corner kick. Meacham, but Jackson Hamel deflects it out. Michaud on the left side, trying to combine with Meacham. A good combination there. Michaud into the box, and good tackle by Lanko Joseph. Good combination by the Hammerheads. Michaud showing speed and sort of tact to be able to recognize a play, and a 1-2 right there inside the box. A very FC Montreal play for the Hammerheads, and the Hammerheads have woken up after getting scored early in the first half. Corner kick for the Hammerheads. Taken by Parrott takes the corner. It's a dangerous corner kick, and Paulman tries to get out, but he misses it, but the ball's deflected. De Frigger crosses back in. Paulman punches out. Beautiful punch out by Paulman, and Kacher kicks the ball away to Rigi, who's alone against Doué. Doué has the ball. Rigi gets the ball back, gives it to Lanko Joseph, and FC Montreal is able to... No, they're not. Instead by the Hammerheads. Barnes Homer, he's called offside. The Hammerheads were trying to go for a quick counter-attack after Montreal were trying their own counter-attack, and fortunately for FC Montreal, it's Barnes Homer's called for an offside.
Ricci wasn't able to secure the ball down on that right side. He lost possession, and if that ball was slipped in just a couple seconds earlier, it could have been an opportunity on goal. So FC Montreal a bit fortunate there. They just need to protect the ball once they win it.
It's all about the details. It's all about the details. Pullman to Yoseke. Yoseke is pressured by the Hammerheads. Kicks the ball far to Kacher, who has Meacham with him. Meacham goes the route to kick the ball away. Yoseke sort of intercepted, but it's taken away by Barnes Homer in the midfield from Louis Bolongoyet. Parrott on the left side looking for options. Long cross to Martz, but it's too far. Hammerheads looking to play quickly to try and catch any sleepy defender if they're not 100% on their assignment. But right now in the midfield, Belongoyet, Garon-Lapare, and Kacher have been doing a pretty good job against Miller and Toby Ebb. Even though Parker also is has been given a lot of midfield presence.
Yeah, but you know, everybody's marked up tightly in the midfield, so both sides are actually looking for the more direct ball over the top, maybe a diagonal switch of play. So let's see if they start using their center mids.
No foul call against Belongoyet. A long ball to find Barnes Homer. Paulman comes out and kicks it out for a throw-in. No, it's still in. Parrott pressured by Lancruzet, but finds Toblieb. Toblieb pressured by Kacher to Doué. Long ball from Doué to no one really. Trying to kick the ball due to the pressure by Jackson Hamel, and finds Paulman. Paulman back to Yoseke. Yoseke on the left center back for the game. looking for options. He doesn't have much. He has to run and dribble. Nice pass to Rigi. Rigi, one-time pass to Nkunguya, but he was not there. Mertz on the right side, pressure by Rigi. Good tackle by Yoseke for a throw-in for the Hammerheads. So good speed shown by March, trying to make something happen for the Hammerheads. He finds De Frigger. De Frigger changes side all the way back to Doué, the center back. Doué looking for options to Perrat. Long ball to Perrat to Barnes-Homer, but Barnes-Homer has called offside again. So Barnes-Homer trying to make things happen, and is marked very tightly by Brandon Onkoni of the FC Montreal. So those two names should come up a lot during at least the first half. So just to remind you, you're watching a USL soccer broadcast between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. 1-0 for the FC Montreal goal by Rigi at the 12th minute. Yoseke, long ball to Nkunguya, intercepted by De Frigger, who heads it away. To Michaud, Barnes-Homer, back to Michaud. Michaud has space. He finds Mars on the right side. He tries to cut in. He's going to cross. He's going to shoot. He crosses to Parker, and it's too wide for Parker. Beautiful play and counter by the Hammerheads. Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. On the left side, nice move by Parker right there. He crossed into the box. It's a shot. That was saved by Paulman. And I think it was a shot by Miller or Tolbieb, and a beautiful save by Paulman. FC Montreal caught sleeping right there.
Good work from the Hammerheads to cut that ball back to the top of the box and having a good, nice square shot on goal. And Paulman there came up big for the stop.
Huge save on the right side. Miller, the captain, tried to cross it in, and it's out for a corner kick. We see right there Parker really is able to find time and space, trying to pass it back, deflected back to, seems to be Miller, and a good shot, but an even better save by Paulman. Corner kick, De Frigger.
Starting to pile up for the Wilmington Hammerheads, these corners.
Good job by Garland Parent and Jackson Hamel, but he's still alive. I think it's Michaud. Michaud trying to go for a shot. He cuts in, he shoots. Paulman is saved. Barnes-Homer almost gets it in, and it's called for an offside or a foul.
Yeah,
Paulman makes the save.
Barnes
But
offside.
the ball was loose, and Barnes-Homer was trying to sneak in to poke that ball, and you see Michaud right there.
Takes him on, plays that ball perfectly into the 6-yard box. That's always going to create danger. This time the flag is up. Next time it could be a tap in from Barnes. So there's a great play there from the Hammerheads to put that ball in a dangerous area.
But that shot was a high quality shot. Maybe a little bit stronger or a not so strong hand from Paulman could have gone in with no help from Barnes-Homer, and no offside would have been called. Paulman plays it quickly to Onkoni, who gives it back to Paulman. Parker going for a little pressure there on the left side. Hammerheads putting the pressure on FC Montreal. Paulman kicks it, and it's out for a throw-in. De Frigger trying to play it quickly. Finds Meacham. Center back number 4 for the Hammerheads to Doué. Right now, FC Montreal a little bit cautious for pressing right now. They're trying to probably break the rhythm and try to keep it a bit slower pace for them, because right now the Hammerheads are on fire right now.
Yeah, and FC Montreal, they're up 1-0. They don't need to start chasing balls when they, in areas that are not dangerous. So reorganize, sit back, but stop any potential ball forward from the Hammerheads and try and regain some rhythm.
Hawkhammer rhythm, Cachard trying to make something happen, but Meacham back to De Frigger, back to Miller. Good pressure by Garland Lapare, but Miller is able to get back to De Frigger. Has had a great game. The Hammerheads right back, but his cross is too high and too strong for Barnes-Homer. Onkoni. Onkoni to Belongoyet. Back to Onkoni. Onkoni back to Belongoyet. A lot of pressure from Parker, but he finds Lancourt Joseph. Lancourt Joseph has space. He tries to dribble, but intercepted by Tobia. Back to Parker. Given back to Onkoni, who tries to kick the ball out. Deflects off Michaud, then off him, and it's a throw in for the Hammerheads. Play quickly. Parat to Doué. Doué to Meacham. all the way back, tracking back, trying to find angle and space to make a pass. He's gonna look for De Frigger, his favorite target. Rigi intercepts the ball. He read the pass. Rigi almost passes De Frigger, but good tackle with De Frigger, who has been defensively really strong for the Hammerheads. Rigi plays it in to Jackson Amel. Doué, no nonsense, and kicks the ball out. A danger. Yoseke is hammered by Micho. That was a sort of dangerous play. Micho was going for the ball, but Yoseke headed the ball way back, way earlier than that. We see on the replay right there.
It's
Very
always,
dangerous
these
play.
are dangerous balls. They're 50-50. They're both going up. You see that arm. It goes up from Micho. That is a foul.
This is dangerous, and even I don't care if it's a yellow card or not. His reaction is not very sportsmanship reaction, because that was definitely a foul.
He felt he didn't touch him, but I think it's just a reaction when you go up. His arms
Yeah.
came up as well. Whether it's intent, I don't know, but the referee letting it slide. He's a referee. It's too early to tell, so it's definitely a warning for Micho.
Michael Joseph on the right side to Jean-Luc Charbonneau. He crosses it in to Jackson Amel. Michim misses his assignment, but De Frigger gets the ball back. His clearance is a bit loose. Gonna apparaît to Mkunguya. He might cross it. He crossed it. Smith gets it. Easy by Smith, but good combination with FC Montreal. But Smith was aware on that play.
That ball drifted from Mkunguya too much towards goal and needed to go further across the second post, but it's just lack the good delivery in the box. But still, FC Montreal pressing, trying to get chances in. Trying to get the ball back in that box instead of the other end of the pitch.
And I find much more confident in the midfield, to be honest, in this game. I haven't seen this midfield so confident, so swift early in the first half. So that's good news to FC Montreal. Long ball to Cacher. It's wide. Cacher applauds Charbonneau's effort. It's a throw-in. Parat to take it. Parat looking for options. He goes for Barnes-Homer, who's marked by Onconi. Barnes-Homer. Looking for options. Nice pass. Nice pass to Parat. Parat to cross it in. His pass is deflected. Belonguet back to Palman. He's pressured by Palman, and Palman clears hit smart. That could have been a dangerous chance for the Hammerheads, who have not stopped running since getting scored on.
Palman needs to be careful there. He knows there's pressure coming. He needs to take a look up and just play that ball quickly. I think the left foot would have been a better possibility, even though he maybe is his weaker foot, but in that
That's
case,
true.
you don't have time to take extra touches when you have pressure on you in the box.
Gagnon l'appareil to Cacher. Cacher goes back deep to get the ball. Aram Kongiwa to Yoseke. Yoseke looking for options to Onconi. Onconi to Belonguet, the captain. Long ball to Cacher, who sneaks behind De Frigger. Good pass, good control by Cacher. Rigi has the ball outside the box. He has Meacham. Rigi, and he dives, but he doesn't get the foul. Cacher with the ball. He's pressured by Meacham. Nice cheeky pass to Garen Lapare. He tackles Rigi in the box. He's trying to cross it maybe. Good interception by Miller. Rigi again. He's been very active in the box. Meacham to Miller. Finds Martz, who's pressured by Yoseke, and Miller tried to kick it out. The ball's still in play, and it's thrown for the Hammerheads. Really a lot of action right there in the box and right outside the box, and also with Rigi really going at it.
Yeah, and it's that ball forward, and something Wilmington has to look at going forward. They're getting outnumbered on the flanks. It was almost a 3v1 on that right side, on that left side for the FC Montreal team. So chance created. Obviously, nothing happened this time, but Wilmington has to look and make sure they adjust defensively to make sure they're not getting outnumbered always on the flanks.
Foul call against the Hammerheads. Belongoyet plays it quickly on the right side to Jean-Luc Charbonneau. Charbonneau back to Belongoyet. He has space. He might look to cross. He crosses it in. Finds Jackson Amel. Nice pass to Cacher. Cacher looking for options. He's going to cut to the left, but intercepted by the Hammerheads. Garen Lapare very aggressive right there on the recovery. Amkungiwa looking to cross. He has De Frigger against him. One-on-one. Back to Garen Lapare on the left side. Back to Yoseke. Yoseke all the way back to Onconi. And as FC Montreal reshuffles the card and create an attack yet again. Yoseke runs with the ball to Garen Lapare. Garen Lapare has options. He finds Rigi, who lies deep. Quick pass to Amkungiwa. A good combination right there. 1-2 with Rigi, but Rigi's pass is intercepted by Miller, but Amkungiwa was fouled by De Frigger, who's have had a difficult time since I said he was a good defender, so I apologize to De Frigger. I think I cursed him. And Amkungiwa is still down. Might have got a cleat on his foot or on his calf. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And what's fun, you see right there on that play, Kevin, how do you find you see the combination? Everyone's looking for a 1-2 pass, real quick and release. and a good support to the pass. So that's really fun to watch, to be honest.
Playing quickly is super hard to defend. It could be you can be an excellent team defensively, but it's the ball always travels faster than the player. So if they're able, FC Montreal are able to keep knocking this ball around 1-2 touch combinations in this area of the pitch where you see here, it's going to lead to fouls, late challenges. Yes, there's players that might get a knock or two, but these are just great opportunities now to go to goal on a free kick.
Going up to take the free kick. Justin Amel is the main target there. He delivers. It's back outside the box. Almost Kashakaza, but Defrega clears the ball all the way back to the FC Montreal defense. Amkongiwa to Yoseke, who will find Onkoni. Onkoni finds Charbonneau, good run right there. Tries to combine with Lanco Joseph, but intercepted by Miller. Miller is pressured by Charbonneau. Parat. His ball finds no one. Taken by Belongoyet, who finds a nice pass to Yannick Charbonneau, the right back. Playing the makeshift midfielder right there. The captain, long ball to Rigi. Beautiful pass. Rigi 1-on-1 against Defregger. He has Amkongiwa making a run. Rigi. Pass to Amkongiwa. Amkongiwa to the pass in the middle. Jackson Amel. The ball was behind Jackson Amel. His run maybe was too fast, or maybe the ball was not precise enough, but FC Montreal with a good player right there.
That's another reoccurring play there. It's the diagonal ball played from right to left, and Rigi on the end of it again. And you see Makangilo, he's smart. He doesn't go for the overlap on the outside. He goes for the underlap in the inside to get that through ball from Rigi and then try and get into the box. But smart play by FC Montreal.
Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. At Nike Soccer. Yoseke to Rigi in the midfield. Rigi tries to shoot or pass it to Lancourt Joseph. Intercepted by Meacham. Parat pressured by Jackson Amel and deflects out for a Hammerheads throw-in.
Wilmington struggling to get out of their own end, and that's partly because Montreal has a lot of numbers centrally. So we talked about already the fullbacks getting up to provide the width to allow the wingers to stay inside. So what that creates for FC Montreal is giving them more players in central locations. When they do lose the ball, they could just put pressure on it right away and give them, Wilmington a hard time to get out.
Good tackle by Charbonneau, who takes the ball away from Kyle Parker. Parker has been very active, very quick. Good support for Barnes Homer, playing the pivot striker. On the right side, Mars also hasn't seen as much action as he did early in the half. Parat gets the ball back. Parat crossed it in. He has Barnes Homer, and Paulman does not touch it. Goes for a goal kick, but a nice pass by Parat, who had Barnes Homer diving to try a deflection, to try to touch the ball and make something happen, maybe get a tying goal. But you know, it doesn't seem like much when you see the Hammerheads sometimes. You know, it's always Parat and Michaud combining, or Parker, and quickly across just like that, and Barnes Homer trying to pounce on the ball. So that's really dangerous for FC Montreal. They need to be more aware of these situations.
Both sides are favoring going forward, using the flanks in different setups. So Montreal is looking just to skip lines and play a long ball over the top, whereas Hammerheads are just combining with those wingers and fullbacks on the same side. So both teams have had success in getting into the final third like that.
Long ball. Trying to find Mars, but headed out for a corner kick by Amkongiwa. 32nd minute, 1-0 FC Montreal, a goal by Rigi. Around the 12th minute, Hammerheads trying to get back as the Hammers are still in a playoff run.
It's multiple corners already in the first half. They just need to...
I stopped counting after 4. I think the Frecker heads it in, kicks it in, and Meacham!
There it is.
Meacham heads it, and I think Barnes tried to deflect it, and it goes wide. What a dangerous play by the Hammerheads, like you said, Kevin. So many corner kicks, it's very dangerous. And a man down inside the box.
Center back.
Meacham, and I'm not sure if he had a cleat to the head or a knock to the head, but...
There's a replay, the ball whipped into the box. And Meacham gets his head on it. I don't know what seems to hit him.
And Barnes gets a shot. I think it's saved by Palman or blocked by FC Montreal defender, but a very dangerous chance for the Hammerheads. And Meacham seems to get probably a foot to the head. I'm not sure. Anyway, it seems to be okay. I'm assuming he's gonna have to go. They want to make sure that doesn't have a concussion or something, or maybe he's bleeding, so they need to take care of that.
Yeah, there's a bit. It looks like there's a cut there. So by the laws of the game, he needs to come out, get that sorted before he comes back into the pitch. Here's the corner again. Ball is whipped in.
I think that was a Pullman save who saves the Barnes Homer's
That's a
deflection.
good reaction.
Very good job by Pullman. Really part of a line of very competent and technical goalkeeper coming out of the Impact Academy. You also have Lucas Leone, the backup goalkeeper for the night. So a lot of quality right there for FC Montreal.
Fourth official putting Meacham back into the game. Both sides are 11 aside right now.
De Freger at the throw-in on the right side for the Hammerheads. Long throw-in to find Barnes Homer, who fights again on Lapare. Taken away by Cacher. He keeps it in. Combines with Luigi. Nice 1-2 right there. Cacher, he has options, but he's quickly pressured by Miller. But Luigi takes it again. A nice looking pass to Mkunguia, but it's outside and wide for a throw-in. So a good combination there by Cacher, but quickly you recognize how the Hammerheads were pressured quickly the ball carrier.
Yeah, they were able to cover, and that's because Cacher took a bit too many touches on the ball. He could have maybe sent that ball in sooner, but ball wasn't, I guess, where he wanted it to be able to send it to Jackson Hamel.
Barnes home with a long ball to find March, who's 1-on-1 against Yoseke. Yoseke, good job there to keep the ball out of harm's way, but he clears it to no one. De Freger intercepted. Long cross, he has Barnes Homer, but Pullman is right there, and Barnes Homer was offside anyways. Barnes Homer making runs to get crosses in, maybe to head them in, but not lucky on the offside call right there. But quickly you see right there, Yoseke's loose ball. De Freger doesn't hesitate once.
He puts it right back in behind, and that happens when, Yoseke is trying to find an outlet pass forward, and Rigi was just caught way too high. He should have been dropping a bit more to get that ball, and it could have been going the other way, the chance. But easily picked off by De Freger, good read on that, and he puts it right back in behind to cause some problems.
Barnes Homer on the left side. Anconi called for the foul as Barnes Homer was trying to combine with Parker. Parker right there has the ball, quickly played by the Hammerheads. He has Yoseki right there. Parker goes for the ball, but looking for a penalty call, but it's deflected out for a corner kick by Yoseki, but it comes to play right there. But Hammerheads are putting pressure. Going back to Yoseki's play earlier when he tries to pass the ball.
Yeah.
You're a coach. You know, let's say I'm Yoseki and I want to kick the ball out for a throw-in. Do you punish him for that?
No, if he's under pressure, you need to clear a ball. But there, he had space to try and play forward. For me, it's Ricci who needs to drop and collect that ball. You're the outlet going forward as the winger. He needs to drop a bit more. He just got caught attacking too much.
Out to the corner kick. Another one for the Hammerheads. Jackson Amel deflected away from harm's way. And another corner kick for the Hammerheads. Michaud playing quickly to De Freger. De Freger pressured by Belongoyet. Mkunguia intercept, but it's still in play. Miller against Mkunguia. Again, a loose pass right there, and back to the Hammerheads. Meacham has Michaud. Michaud cuts on his left side. De Freger with a one-time cross. Cacher, and I think it was Martz right there who was right outside the box and really looking to get a nice shot right there, but good thing for Montreal, he couldn't get a good hold on that ball.
FC Montreal needs to start avoiding giving corners as easy as they're doing. I mean, there's some that are inevitable. You need to give up corners in some sort of situation where the guy's coming in, you tackle the ball and goes out. That you can avoid, but there's some balls here.
But as they accumulate.
Yeah, and you're only asking for trouble if you continue giving up corner kicks. So far so good for them, but Hammerheads could easily get one in on one of those.
Great point, Kevin. They've been very aggressive right there. Charbonneau clears the ball as Barnes Homer is trying to intercept that ball to go for a quick counter-attack. Parat. Long ball on the right side, trying to find Mars, but Rigi intercepts. Good defensive play by Rigi. Cacher to Gagnon Lapare. His control a bit heavy. Maybe Cacher's pace was not perfect.
Yeah, it was a hard ball, but even for Cacher, the ball bounced up on him, so he couldn't play a nice ball on the floor.
Richard's pass is a bit loose, intercepted by Belonguet. Belonguet trying to play a quick play. He has Rigi on the left. Back to Rigi. Rigi, he might look to cross. He has Jackson Amel. His cross is a bit too high for both Jackson Amel and Lanco Joseph. And Charbonneau keeps the ball inside. Great run by Charbonneau. He tries to play it past. I think it's Parker. Parker, Parat, and Parat kicks the ball out for a throw-in for Belonguet. So good pressure for FC Montreal on both sides of the pitch. Lanco Joseph tries to dribble his way into the box. Good interception by Tobieb. Parat kicks the ball and is deflected out by Charbonneau for a throw-in.
And that play all coming off a loss in possession from the Hammerheads. Ball trying to be played out of the back. No pressure on. He shouldn't be losing an easy ball. It was easily picked off. And FC Montreal went the other way.
Parat to Parker, who finds Barnes Homer. Barnes Homer has Gabriel Paret behind him. Tobieb to Parker. Good job by Yosika right there. Belongoyet quickly played by Mkongiwa. Lanko Joseph, he takes too much time, and Doué takes care of business there on the left side to Tobieb. No, that was Miller. Miller to Parker. Parker back to Miller. To Tobieb. DeFreger asking for the ball on the right side. He's not getting it, but he's going to get it now. Almost taken by Kashia, but DeFreger on the right side crosses it in. Dangerous cross. Barnes Homer. Paulman. Barnes Homer goes with both feet. That's a very dangerous play. Very dangerous play by Barnes Homer. The ball was kind of loose, but Paulman had the ball already. He gets a yellow card for that play. That was very dangerous, even though the goalkeeper is pretty much, he has no protection at that point. Doesn't have a mask or anything, and you see right there on the replay.
If you're Barnes, you're a striker. You don't care. The ball's at your feet. He just took a bit of a touch. Look at the touch here. It almost fell perfectly to him. Just escapes him, and he comes in trying to poke the ball in, and you can't fault him for doing that. It is a yellow.
That's true. But we see Barnes Homer didn't stretch his whole leg. He kind of like stop his movement, but it's still dangerous. It's sort of momentum.
It is dangerous.
Maybe he should have identified that he didn't need to dive for the ball, knowing that the goalkeeper was so close. But at the same time, it's competitive.
If I'm Barnes, I don't care where the goalkeeper is. I'm going to try and score at all moments, so I don't fault him for that. The keeper has to do what he does, and that's part of the goalkeeping job. You have to take a shot sometimes like that.
Paulman is still down. Belongoyet not happy. There's a bit of scrimmage there in the midfield. Belongoyet really not happy. Maybe not very kind words to the Hammerheads. Seems to be a scrimmage between him and Parat or Martz. And the referee trying to cool things down. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. USLsoccer.com. News, previews, social media channels. Everything you need about the USL is right there. You might be watching us on YouTube right now from the website or directly on YouTube or directly on the YouTube channel of the USL. So USLsoccer.com. Paulman still down.
Barnes Homer, you can see on the screen, is discussing with the referee. He's trying to plead his case, but for me, the play is done and over. Just get back. You're wasting time now. You're down a goal.
Exactly. We're at the 41st minute, and with this stoppage of play, we may expect a longer extra time at the end of the first half. But I'm not sure if FC Montreal is having a goalkeeper. Well, Lucas Leone is warming up just in case. Palma is still being treated. Maybe I'm not sure if he needs stitches or needs to be looked at by someone, but he is getting. He's being seen.
Getting treatment there.
Treatment by therapists, so hopefully he's gonna be okay. And Lucas Leone on the sideline, warming up with goalkeeper coach Jack Stern.
Confirmation of the yellow card. Barnes Homer for that for sticking his feet in that 50-50 ball.
Yeah, it shows he obviously didn't have the intention to hurt the guy,
no.
to hurt Paulman, but it's still a dangerous play.
Yeah, and look, it's a yellow card. It happens, but that's all done and dusted. Let's get this match back on the road.
Paulman back at his feet. Gonna kick. We're gonna start the game again. We're at the 42nd minute and change. 1-0. Montreal goal by Rigi early in the first half. And Pullman is back on his feet, and the game will go on.
Pretty even match so far. I mean, both sides are having their chances. I mean, nothing major. The only difference is right now that slip up by Meacham letting Rigi in instead of clearing the ball, and that's the difference between the two sides right now.
Well, in other games would have been an FC Montreal player. Would have been a slip up. Barnes Homer gets a foul called for him after, so it's a free kick for the Hammerheads.
Good crossing location.
Yeah, DeFreger has been very good on the right side, so we should see how dangerous it is. It's as good or even better than a corner kick.
Six Wilmington players in the box.
So they're going all in, end of the first half. DeFreger with the kick. Paulman comes out aggressively and punches the ball out. It's still in play. Miller! And it's
blocked on the line.
Good block by Yoseke, I think. Beautiful play by FC Montreal. And a beautiful shot. I think it was Parat or Miller who went for the the one-time shot. Beautiful play by the Hammerheads, but defensively even better by FC Montreal. Rigi has Lancourgezev on the right side. His pass was not the perfect pass for a counter attack.
Yeah, it
but
needs to go forward, that ball.
exactly, but Lancourgezev goes past Parat. Lancourgezev, he has speed. He tries to dribble too much, and I think it was Tolbiab, excuse me, who intercepts the ball, who finds Michaud. On Konya on Michaud. Michaud back to Tolbiab. Michaud to Parat. Parat on the left side looking for options. Long ball to Parker. On Konya heads it back to Charbonneau. Charbonneau on the right side. He's pressured by Michaud. Finds Lancourt-Joseph. 3 Hammerheads play around him. He loses the ball. Martz to Parat. Good play right there. One-on-one for Michaud. Michaud is going to shoot. Yeah, save by Pullman. It's a corner kick. Beautiful save by Pullman after a good combination by the Hammerheads. And basically open field, open hunting season for Michaud, who has all space
here.
and time.
Well, here's the first opportunity just a couple of moments ago. Pullman coming out, not getting a full punch on it. Ball bouncing. One touch hit, cleared off the line by Yoseke. And then ultimately cleared. But on this last play,
Parat
loss
corner
of
kick.
possession.
Parker corner kick on the second post. Parker tries to get it, but Pullman takes the soft out by Parker, and the fourth referee calls for 2 minutes of extra time. So FC Montreal has 2 minutes to keep the score at 1-0, even though Hammerheads had 2 great scoring chances right there.
2 great chances, and that one should have been in the back of the net. But Pullman coming up huge to keep the score 0 on Wilmington's end.
Amkouria's cross is he twisted it out for a throw-in. Defregger to Miller, back to Defregger. Martz to Miller, but he loses his pass. Jackson Lamel intercepts. He has space on the right side with Lancourt-Joseph. Lancourt-Joseph has good option on the right with the marathon man Charbonneau, but gives it back to Belongoyet. Garin Laparé in the midfield. I see Montreal trying to slow things down as the Hammerheads can smell blood. But bad pass, it goes to... What a bad pass by Miller, I think. It could have been a dangerous chance, and Mars could have scored right there, but inside by FC Montreal. Cachard on the left side, looking for Rigi. Rigi in the middle. Rigi finds Jackson Amel, who tries to come out with Cachard, but his pass is a bit too soft. Long ball from Garin Laparé to Charbonneau. Beautiful cross right there. Charbonneau looking to cross it in. His cross is deflected by Pratt for a throw-in, which should be almost a minute left in extra time. FC Montreal leading 1-0. Charbonneau to Cachard. Cachard back to Charbonneau. Lancourt-Joseph combines with Charbonneau, but Doué kicks the ball away out of harm's way to Barnes-Homer. Barnes-Homer tries to keep the ball on the ground. Long pass to Defregger, and Mkunguia intercepts the ball with the head. He falls hard on his hip, and a hard challenge between Defregger and Mkunguia. Both were going for the ball. There didn't seem to be any intention to foul, so just unfortunate for Mkunguia to fall from so high, as he actually got the header off that one-on-one wall between himself and Defregger. So
You should see the half come to an end.
and only a matter of seconds now. Mkunguia slowly getting back up in pain. Defregger with the throw-in. Defregger to Martz. Mkunguia back, and that's the whistle of halftime. FC Montreal 1, Hammerhead 0. Goal by Rigi to give the lead for the home team, the Bleu Blanc Noir of the USL. Kevin, first impression of the first half, a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag. It's an even half where both sides are imposing themselves. It's not just one team dominating play. FC Montreal scoring off a mistake in the back line from Wilmington. That's 1-0. So now that's the only thing separating these two sides. Both sides, let's see the adjustments they can be making in the second half to maybe either keep the score the same, or if you're Wilmington, try to get some goals in, because the chances are there. They're getting lots of corners. They're getting the ball into the final third. So just to make a bit more efficiency in that area, and we'll maybe see them get a good solid shot on target.
And that is true. So halftime between FC Montreal and the Hammerheads, and we'll be back after the break. For Sofiane and Kevin, see you soon. And we're back for the halftime report with Kevin, myself, from Mendaza, live on YouTube channel of the USL. FC Montreal leading 1-0 against the Wilmington Hammerheads. So we'll talk about the FC Montreal. Slow start to the second half, concede some goals. How, even though they haven't done that in the last, during this winning streak, they have been scoring more goals than conceding. So how do you feel should they make changes at the half, or should Philippe Raffo keep the same guys and try to score the second goal?
Well, not necessarily playing with fire, but Wilmington are coming close to scoring goals, so they need to make an adjustment just to make sure we're not giving up balls in easy areas, and two, make sure they're not getting into the final third as easy as they did in the second half towards the end especially. So Montreal, just if they tweak defensively, maybe drop the wingers a bit more, making sure those wings are covered, allowing other players to stay more centrally, get more numbers in the block. So I think Montreal needs to just adjust there, but do not discount either going forward and getting that second goal, third goal. Why not?
But
it's there.
How do you think of taking out an offensive player to go for a more defensive player, midfield or defense, to try and shut down Miller, for example, or even DeFrega on the right side, who's been very hot?
It's definitely a possibility later on in the match. I don't think it's something that Lefebvre will do right away to get a defensive-minded player in there at halftime, but definitely as the game goes on, we're going to see these first opening 15, 20 minutes. That's usually when the coach sees if his adjustments are working. He gets to see how the other manager is coming out for his side. So Wilmington, they need to score. They're going to come out maybe a bit more aggressive. They're going to try and get those balls in further and a lot quicker into the final third. So Montreal maybe needs to just sit back a bit, maybe at the beginning, but once they have the ball, try and catch the Wilmington Hammerheads on a counter maybe. But
even though Montreal has been very strong in the midfield, the Hammerheads have been going through the wings, whether it's DeFrega, Parrott, or even Michaud, for example. They're trying to find Barnes, but it's been very difficult. How do you think you could break down the FC Montreal midfield right now? If you're the Hammerheads,
it's center midfield world. They need to take a decision who needs to go wide when the ball is played into those wide spots. If the wingers aren't dropping like a Region, Link, or Joseph, it needs to be one of the center mids that needs to step out. In that case, it maybe creates an imbalance in the middle. So they need to be careful with that, and hopefully in that 15-minute halftime speech that they have that figured out going forward, and we'll be seeing as viewers what they actually do to stop that.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Kevin. After this, we'll be back for the kickoff for the second half between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. And we're back for the start of the second half between the FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. Sofiane Benzaza, Kevin Duarte with me, aka the coach. And there will be a substitution. Paulman, the goalkeeper, after getting hit by Barnes in the first half, will be replaced by another quality goalkeeper from the Impact Academy, Lucas Leone, number 65. So
Fiona, I guess you called it. You said, would Montreal bring on more defensive player? And they're just swapping keepers. Obviously, this is not tactical. This is just Paulman getting the knock in the first half. So like for like, Leone is going to come out to close this game.
Should be interesting. It's a bit cold, and the Hammerheads were on fire in the end of the first half. So we'll see how Leone will react, even though he's a very good goalkeeper, obviously. But still, he needs time to adapt to the game. So kickoff, second half, started by the Wilmington Hammerheads with a long cross that will go out for a throw-in for Jean-Luc Charbonneau.
Already see the intent from Wilmington. Get that ball forward really quick and hope to win possession like they just did here.
Parker tries to find Mart, and Lucas Leone quickly established himself in the zone and being very aggressive, so he doesn't need any adaptation time, it seems. I was wrong. Aaron Mkongio on the left side, he has space. Trying to be pressured by Toblieb. Doué, clearance, it goes back to Cachet who finds Rigi. Rigi has space and intercepted by Defregger. Foul call by Defregger on Rigi. Rigi had the advantage and good call for FC Montreal for a dangerous free kick. Most probably taken by Mastanaval Cachet, the offensive midfielder for FC Montreal.
So there, leading up to that is McIngula had the ball down the left flank, lots of time and space. He needs messages from his forward players, and there he tried to play Jackson Amel in, but Jackson Amel wasn't really showing a clear message where he wanted the ball, so it just ended up being a loss of possession. They recovered it.
That's why you need
foul.
Jackson Amel to be more assertive as a striker, like give me the ball, I'll help
Yeah,
you.
but it doesn't matter where you make your run. There needs to be a message for the guy on the ball.
Cachet with a free kick directly goes wide. Smith was not worried by that, but still ambitious by the offensive midfielder for FC Montreal. The sort of quote-unquote number 10 for the day, even though you have another very clear midfielder in Lanco Joseph, number 46 on the right side, who has really made life difficult for the left back Parrott for the Hammerheads. Kyle Parker challenges Cachet. Parker deflects the ball to Barnes Homer. Homer fights 4 FC Montreal players, but Parrott's pass to Michaud is wide and is a throw-in for Jean-Luc Charbonneau.
Just looking at the teams, I don't think there's much of a tactical adjustment from Wilmington. Same players are in the same roles.
Both teams seem comfortable with what they have shown.
Well, like we said, it was a close game. Not time to panic. The game is open.
Miller's from Michaud. Michaud cuts to the middle, chance by Belonga, and that's a foul and a deserved foul given to Belonga and well earned by Michaud, who has really been dangerous. I really like Michaud's playing. He's a left-footed player, likes to cut to the middle. Really, very shifty in a positive way. He's really like his dribbling is very smooth, and he runs with the ball.
He wants to have the ball, and that's a key thing when you have players that are comfortable of getting the ball, receiving it. It's always good going forward when you have guys like that.
So a meeting between Parrott, Defregger, and Michaud to take the free kick. Numbers, at least 4 Hammerheads players sent into the box, including Barnes Homer, the striker. The combination there, Michaud with the free kick, and it's wide. Going for a little combination there, but Lucas Leone is not impressed, and it's wide for a goal kick for FC Montreal.
I think it's a bit too far from goal to try a little cheeky touch and then smash. I mean, the keeper could see it the entire way. I think it's a wasted opportunity.
But even if it was on target, it should have been like a very strong and
it would have been. You need
strong
to
and precise,
get that perfectly in the corner for that to go in because it was still a ways out.
Tobler have trouble right there keeping the ball. Like Jackson Abel had fast Rigi the box, and Meacham with a great tackle because Rigi was going for goal. That could have been a single goal of the game, and Rigi acknowledges that he's not happy not to get that chance. But beautiful tackle by Meacham. Jackson Amel falls down, and Rigi tries to get the ball, and Doué's clearance deflects off Rigi for a goal kick. So a lot of contact around the box for the Hammerhead against FC Montreal, and a good defensive play by Meacham twice. And Rigi really showing his role as a sort of support striker as a winger. When he gets to the middle, he becomes sort of a second striker right there.
Exactly. He's always going to look to get in behind as well, score some goals like he did in the first half.
Barnes Homer finds Parrott. Long ball to try to find Michaud. Michaud, number 2 striker right now in the second half. Back to Cachet in the midfield, but Miller will intercept the ball on the right side for Martz. Martz looking to shoot or to cross, and it's wide and high. No worries for Lucas Leone.
Not too sure what the intent was there. Was he trying to get that in the box, or was he trying to go for goal from there?
I think he was thinking of both at the same time, and at the end,
maybe the hesitation.
Exactly. Yeah. It happens. It happens to me in my garage league, so I'm pretty sure it happens to the best USL players. So, 50th minute. FC Montreal 1, Hammerheads 0. FC Montreal with the lead thanks to a Rigi goal. Barnes Homer to Miller, the defensive midfield right there. Back to Martz to Miller. To Toblieb. Toblieb, pressured by Cachet, has to go all the way back to Meacham. Meacham with a long cross to Martz, who battles against Mkungu. A good defensive play by the left back right there, and he kicks the ball out over harm's way for a touch for the Hammerheads. Taken quickly. Miller pressured by Gano Lapare, tries to find Martz. Yoseke identifies the threat and kicks it out for another throw-in for the Hammerhead. So as much as they get so many corner kicks, they also get a lot of throw-ins in the offensive zone. So that could be dangerous for FC Montreal as they bunker in more and more unintentionally. So that
Yeah,
could be
these
dangerous.
throw-ins in these positions are considered set pieces. You can score off these, and a lot of teams will train them in training sessions as well.
Mars with a good run. He tries for a cross and a shot and is deflected for a corner kick. Yet another corner kick.
Yeah, well,
for the Hammerheads.
that one you can't really save. You just have to block that ball going
Exactly.
in the box.
That's fine. That's fine. But and right now both Douay and Meacham going up. Only 2 players for the Hammerheads not participating in the corner
Yeah,
kick.
Montreal defending with 11 in the box.
Corner kick to the second post. Meacham tries to put it back inside the box. Miller with a shot and saved by Lucas Leone. Second time that Miller has a shot outside the box or inside, right outside the box from a corner kick, and Lucas Leone is not worried about that shot directly on him. Good job.
Montreal's got to be careful with those clearances.
Good interception right there by Martz to Barnes Homer, who finds Michaud. Michaud to Martz, back to Michaud, tries to combine. Garand Paré gets the ball. Good defensive play
Good
right
tackle there.
Good job inside the box. And Kungua finds ball tries to find Rigi, but Meacham gets the ball back. So no chance here for FC Montreal. Long kick by Smith, trying to get the ball back again. Yoseki with a bad pass that instead of Parker, back to Barnes Homer. Barnes Homer's pass is given back to FC Montreal to Lanco Joseph, who dribbles back into the middle. Good play by Lanco Joseph.
Good work
nice.
to get out of pressure.
Good pass to Rigi, but it's intercepted and cleared by the Hammerheads. Amkonguya yet again to Lanco Joseph, combines to Garand Paré, back to Belongoyed. Good combination there. Long through pass to Charbonneau. Charbonneau has space. He has Parker right there. He goes for the cross. Cleared and headed away by Douay. So good combination by FC Montreal, but the Hammerheads still stay very safe and they don't seem to panic too much, as long as they're able to take care of these crosses. So good job by the Hammerheads right there. Charbonneau to Lanco Joseph, pressure by Parker, back to Belongoyed, all the way back to Yoseki. He's pressured by Martz. Yoseki identifies that, makes the run. Good job by Yoseki. Charbonneau has no solution right there, has to cut to the middle, finds Lanco Joseph, who looks for a through pass. He has Jacques Sinamel against Meacham. Meacham clears the ball away to Parrott, the Fregger, and he kicks the ball out of harm's way. Good pressure by FC Montreal, and the Hammerhead starting to bunker down in the zone as Kacher takes the ball again. Back to Amkingua, Kacher again, but intercepted by Toblib, and Kacher is called on a foul on Toblib, number 20.
Philippe Lefroy, the Montreal head coach, wasn't happy. He thought Charbonneau, when he cut in, he got hit. He was taken down, and Lefroy felt that it was a late challenge after the ball was played.
We'll assume the referee gave advantage. I think like Rosette had a pass after that.
Yeah,
so
could have been what the referee was thinking there.
Connie battles Barnes Homer. Barnes Homer looking for a call. Amkungua tries to close the ball. It's deflected all the way to Kacher, but it's out for a throw-in for the Hammerheads. The Fregger all the way to Barnes Homer. He has Ankonia on him. He has Yoseki on him, and his cross is deflected. Good sliding tackle by Yoseki for another corner kick for the Hammerheads. Corner kick to be taken by the Fregger. Good quality corner kick taken by the Hammerheads right back. Numbers in the box for the visitors. First post, and Meacham almost gets a good hit right there. He gets the ball, but maybe his foot was too open.
That was a well-hit ball right into that super dangerous area, right at the top of the 6-yard box, a small box there.
And Meacham made a run just last minute to be able to
he
be
couldn't
the first
open
guy.
up his hips and get the inside of the foot on that ball. But it's starting to become more and more dangerous, these corner kicks.
They're getting closer to tie the game right here at Complexe Sportif Claude-Robillard. The Hammerheads have not let down 1 minute throughout this game. Amkonguya recovers the ball. He has it out for a throw-in. Martz lets it go for DeFregger, who plays it directly to Barnes Homer. Barnes Homer trying to find Martz. He gets it back after a lost ball by Garand Paré. Miller on the left side finds Parker. Parker going to the box looking for options. He has Miller all the way back on the left to Parrott. Parrott pressured by 2 FC Montreal players. Back to Miller. Good pressure by FC Montreal. Parker, good interception by Ankonia right there, but recovered again by Douay in the midfield. Douay intercepted by Charbonneau. Michael Joseph battles Miller. He's able to win ball, and it's foul call.
Great work there.
Good job. Very, very swift movement by Lanco Joseph, really showing his speed and
You got 4
dribbling.
whites around them, managed to sneak out of that and draw a foul. That's going to allow FC Montreal players to get up the pitch, get their shape a bit, and
breathe a little bit for a few seconds.
exactly.
Charbonneau all the way to the left side to Jackson Hamel. No one gets the ball right there, and Meacham is pressured by Jackson Hamel, and he tackles the ball and Meacham, and foul call against Jackson Hamel. Maybe a bit too aggressive on that play.
It came sliding in, he didn't hit the ball at all. Might have just touched Meacham enough to unbalance him.
Lapari has the ball out, goes back to Belonguet, who's running right there, and he's body slammed by Tolbert right there. Philippe Rafois definitely not happy about a foul, and Garen Lapari quickly picks up his captain.
Probably wanting the referee to start handing out some yellows. It's repetitive fouls now from certain players. But I think the referee overall is had a very good night. He hasn't had much, to be honest, to make in terms of hard decisions to make today.
He has been fair.
Yeah, he's been fair. I wouldn't be able to complain about that.
He likes to keep the flow of the game while protecting the players and their safety, so that's important. Ribelon Goyet gets the ball in the midfield, gives it back to Martz. Martz, great acceleration but he had 3 FC Montreal players, but he has a cross into the box. Lucas Leone, and he misses the ball, and Barnes Homer almost gets the ball for the equalizer goal, and a beautiful play by Martz, who really went speeding Gonzalez and everyone right there. It was a beautiful play, great speed by Martz to cross it, but fortunately for FC Montreal, Barnes Homer does not get the ball. On the left side, Hammerheads continue with Miller. Miller, his ball does not find Parker. Kacher intercepts, cooking in the midfield. Belongoyet on a quick break. He has Mkungiwa, he has Rigi, he has Jackson Hamel. Belongoyet, the captain, has the ball. He goes for Rigi. Rigi has the Frigger. Rigi cuts to the middle. He's looking for a shot. He's looking for a pass. He passes it to Lancourt Joseph inside the box, but good clearance by the Hammerheads. Parrott back to Miller, pressured by Rigi. And Rigi fouls
him,
Miller, and Hammerheads get a little break right there.
Here you see the chance. Martz, great speed, puts that ball perfectly in behind the FC Montreal back line, and Homer just missing that chance. No, Leone, in goal for Montreal, just misread that. Just balls trickled in behind. And just fortunate there, Barnes Homer didn't get a touch on it.
He went all in and didn't work out for him, but good thing there was no goal. Jackson Hamel on the left side. Wobbles his control a bit there, cuts to the middle, finds Lancourt Joseph. He has Charbonneau on the right side. He tries to dribble back to the middle. Charbonneau inside the box. His pass is right behind him, and it's offside. And Charbonneau is not happy at Lancourt Joseph. He was hoping for the pass to be more precise and much sooner.
Sub for FC Montreal, their second one, obviously after the goalkeeper is swapped. It is going to be
Yassine Ait Slimane.
Yeah, Ait Slimane is in the game. He's going to be taken off.
Lancourt Joseph is out, the offensive midfielder, for another offensive midfielder. Lancourt Joseph out, Ait Slimane in. Still keeping the same structure, Philippe Lafroy, and no changes from the Hammerheads.
Ait Slimane just taking over Lancourt Joseph's spot on the right side. For now, we've seen Ait Slimane in the past act as a striker when Jackson Hamel is not there, so he could slide in as an attacking mid in the number 10 role on the wing or up top, so it's always good.
Speedy Martz again on the right side, crossed it in. Gets to Michaud, who's outside the box, and it's Belonguet who kicks the ball away out of harm's way. Rigi, good strong tackle by Defregger, no nonsense right there. Defregger to Martz. Martz has option on the right side, inside the box. It's going to be a shot, it's going to be a pass, and good interception and clearance by Jean-Luc Charbonneau. Luca Leone makes sure he gives him a fist pump right there, and that was a beautiful defensive play, but I really like what the Hammerheads showed right there.
That's very unselfish play going to goal. I would have shot that. I think the shot was on. He should have hit that. He's trying to be generous when the pass is cut off.
Dewey with a long ball to Barnes Homer. He has Onkonia on him. Onkonia wins the ball. Good job right there by the young defender. Belongoyet back to Yoseke. Yoseke, no pressure by the Hammerheads. He takes his time looking for solutions. Has Kacher. Kacher back to Leone. Leone with the long clearance on the right side, trying to find Charbonneau, but headed away by Parker. Parker to Barnes Homer, back to Parker, back to Miller, and Guérin Lapari is right there. on the Hammerheads, trying to put a bit more pressure. Another throw in the offensive zone.
60 minutes, the entire Wilmington bench is up, warming up. See what Briggs will do to try and get a goal in this.
Parrott crosses it in, and Onkoni kicks the ball out for another throw in. So pressure from the Hammerheads. Instruction given by the head coach of the visitors. Seems like Michaud will be taking a long throw in. Could be very dangerous. Like you said, Kevin, it's as good as a free kick. We'll see how the FC Montreal defense will handle that. Long throw in by Michaud. Parker back to Leone. And I think it was Yoseki who headed the ball into Leone's hand. Leone getting quickly involved in the game. He has no time to. I'm pretty sure he's warmed up right now, so he's ready to.
Yeah, I mean you're thrown in. There's no. The ball's gonna come or not, right? Now it's coming. He's forced to play.
It's good news for him. At least he's ready for the big occasion, and he had a few chances to make good saves. So Belongoyet in the midfield. He has option of Mkunguia with the run. Good interception by Defregger. Defregger looking for March on the right side maybe, but Rigi intercepts. Good job by Rigi. Rigi cuts to the middle. Rigi is gonna shoot, and it's wide by Rigi. He seemed to be on fire, and
yeah, he had an idea. He wanted to go in, he wanted to shoot, but
exactly.
Slimani made a great run on the left shoulder, so he just needed to maybe poke that ball in his path, and it could have been 2-0 there. But you can't fault the player.
But knowing Rigi, the way he was running, it was pretty clear he was going to shoot. I was 90% sure that he was going for the shots.
My players, when they shoot, I have no problem if they make. They're going to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing you could do is start yelling at them not to shoot, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you won't never get shots in the game, right? So
That's true. That's true. Miller, long ball, a bit misses his cross right there inside by Ait Sliman. Back to Defregger. Defregger cuts to the middle, makes a run, finds Michaud. Michaud has space, was looking to shoot. Garen Laparé closes the space. Michaud inside the box. Good job by Michaud right there. He makes a run, and good job by Charbonneau to cover the space, and Michaud's ball goes out for a goal kick for Luca Leone.
great work from Charbonneau. Doesn't give up that easy corner that we talked about. Shielded well. Didn't let the ball hit off him to go out for a corner. And that allows Montreal to get up the pitch. Forces the Hammerheads to drop.
Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league.
Barnes deemed to be offside.
Well, he's going to need to take a risk, even though in the first half it was more offside, and the Hammerheads had the most dangerous chances in numbers at least. And Barnes Holmes will be key for the Hammerheads, or maybe he'll be substitute. We're not sure yet what the head coach for the Hammerheads will do. Dewey gets the ball back to Parker. Parker finds Barnes homer.
Good win. Ooh.
And on Coney's call for a foul. No one's
looked
happy.
kind of soft, that one.
Yeah,
I think
no
he
one's
clearly
happy.
won that.
No one's happy. Maybe the referee is giving the foul for accumulation of fouls, or maybe obstruction. But
He should never doing that, but yeah. There's a replay, would like to see it, but
so it's the but foul called against Onkoni for the Hammerheads. Tobiab with the free kick goes for Meacham. Meacham on the right side to Defregger. To March. March has pace. Crosses it in with his left foot. Charbonneau heads the ball out. Back to Toblieb. Toblieb on the right side, but no one but Aaron Mkungiwa, who kicks the ball away to Aisliman on the left side. Aisliman looking for option. He has Belongoyet. Long ball to Rigi, who's one-on-one against Parrott. He has Charbonneau and Jackson Amel. He goes for a pass to Kacher. Good job right there, Kacher with the control. He intercepts.
Footwork.
Good pass to Charbonneau. Charbonneau goes for the shot, and it's a save by Smith, it seems, but no, the referee gives a goal kick.
Yeah, hit the side netting, but great play there. Rigi trying to find Kacher in space. It wasn't, but it was to his feet. Kacher gets out of that tight little space with his dribble. Nice touch here. Plays it in front perfectly for Charbonneau.
Very confident.
And that one touch with the laces, the outside of the boot even. And that's a good looking attack from FC Montreal.
Good job by the Bleu Blanc of USL. Garen Laparé pressured, but he gets the ball away to Charbonneau, who kicks it out to Jackson Amel. Fights Doué. A heavy battle at the Battle of Titans right there, and Jackson Hamel seems to be shaken up.
That looks like maybe a hit that touched the head. He's a little winded.
Seems like it, and Jackson Hamel is not afraid to go for to battle for any ball in the air, and he has a big customer in Douay. Referee asks for a therapist to look at Jackson Hamel. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Follow Nike Soccer on Twitter at Nike Soccer.
We're in the 67th minute. Nothing really changed in terms of styles of play from both sides. I mean, there have been some subs made, but that didn't really influence the game tactically. Wilmington still looking to get balls in behind, a bit more direct, using more of the flanks. And FC Montreal trying to maybe catch him on a counter here. They're sitting a bit lower, which I kind of anticipated at the start of the half. But I think there's possibility to grab a second goal, finish the game. But at the same time, it's 1-0. Do we want to risk it or not? That's going to be Ulfra's decision to make.
Well, the Hammerheads have not scored many goals this season, so they're not necessarily an offensive threat per se, but they can always score one goal. That's for sure. They have shown that in the past after a 2-2 tie against the Rhinos, a game they almost won last game. Mart's right there with a good run, has a lot of speed. He seems to be held up, but no call by the referee. Belongoyet, long ball to Rigi. He finds space behind Parrott. Rigi with a good
Great
control.
touch.
He goes in the box. He might shoot. He shoots. It's a save. It's a kiss the post. Rigi hits the post. I'm not sure if Smith's hit.
Yeah, he
touched
tapped
the ball.
it. He did tip it.
Kasha again in the box. He has options with Belongoyet. Belongoyet looking for the shot. He dribbles. Goes with his left foot. He battles again, but it's kicked out and cleared by the Hammerheads. What a beautiful play by Belongoyet to Farigi. Once again on his own counter-attack. He's pressured by Mkunguya. Mkunguya clears the ball for a corner kick. Good job by Mars, but even better by Mkunguya to recover that ball.
Hand-to-hand stuff. Just transition after another transition. So there, Rigi. Look at this touch. Perfectly in front of him. Ball drops, and he hits it nice with the laces, but Smith's able to get his hand and then the help of the crossbar. And then the other way, Wilmington could have caught FC Montreal. They win the corner now.
End-to-end. Corner kick to be taken by De Freger. Another dangerous corner kick for the visitors. And like you saw right there was a beautiful, exciting play on both ends. And the game has opened up officially, I think. At least the second half has opened up.
Yeah, it's just it came off
De Freger,
two transition.
First post. Taken away by Mkungiwa, who finds Ait Sliman. Intercepted by Miller, maybe. Miller back to De Freger. Still a Hammerheads ball. And Rigi kicks the ball out for a throw-in. De Freger takes it back. Meacham, long ball inside the box to Meacham, tries to find Parker and Douay. Douay has the ball into the box. Parker could have been dangerous. Douay has the ball into Parker's path and sort of wobbles his way between Luca Leone and the penalty spot. But good news for FC Montreal. Nothing happened on that play.
Still no signs of substitutions from either end.
No, both.
Actually, well, we have FC Montreal lining up for their third change. Is that Yaris?
Yeah, Heikel Jaris, who has been very good as a striker for FC Montreal, a sort of midfielder striker, and he might come up for Jackson Hamel maybe.
Jackson Hamel, maybe Cacher.
Or maybe Kasha, but for sure they go in offense for them. They put in an offensive player, that's for sure. Number 48, Heikel Jaris. Hammerheads with the left side. Barnes Homer. Crosses inside the box. Miller shoots, and it's wide. Miller, who has been very dangerous on a few plays for the Hammerheads, really goes inside the box to create numbers, and he almost got a goal there. So
look at this. FC Montreal scored in a play where it's a similar slip in the box where the ball gets by, but here, look at Barnes Homer. Gets that ball in with his left foot. There's a slip, and allowing that shot to be taken could have been 1-1. Would have been even at that point, right? Two similar goals, but didn't happen for Wilmington. And Montreal, confirmation of the sub. It's Jaris in, and it's Castanabal Cacher coming out.
Sort of offensive midfielder for offensive midfielder. With Jackson Hamel up, we might see a two-striker formation for FC Montreal, or just keep it the same as it was before with Jaris instead of Cacher. Jaris gets his first shot of the game, and he gets a good welcome by Meacham. Good tackle by Longoyet. who finds Charbonneau. Ait Slimane runs after the ball. Parrott covers it, and Parrott kicks the ball up for a corner kick. Too much pressure on him by Ait Slimane.
Great work there, Ait Slimane, giving up or winning the corner that's could have been easily avoided. I think FC Montreal have a chance maybe to hit Wilmington on a corner.
That will be fun. Probably I'm not even sure if that's the second corner of the game for FC Montreal. Jairus will be taking that corner kick. His official first touch, I think, of the ball. And FC Montreal still sending numbers, even though a bit concerned. Yeah, this is sending numbers up front. And hoping to catch a break and get a 2-0 lead here at Complexe Sportif Claude-Robillard. Jairus with a kick. Intercepted, cleared by Meacham. Doesn't waste any time. Quickly played. Jairus had to play quickly, but Charbonneau will be taking that throw in. Charbonneau to Rigi, back to Charbonneau. Pressure by Kyle Parker.
Wilmington sitting pretty low. Barnes is about the start of the third. Instead of staying more towards the halfway line, it's going to be harder to play forward if they win the ball.
Good job by Rigi to find Charbonneau. Charbonneau one-time cross. Doué clears it out. Directly to Michaud. Michaud dribbles past Louis Belonguet. Michaud a long pass to Martz. Martz battles Yoseke, but Yoseke slides and tackles the ball out of harm's way for a throw-in. Martz really
quickly taken.
Martz seems to be getting faster as the game goes on.
Yeah, he's not letting up at all. But I think he's now playing, it looks like, as a second striker next to Barnes-Homer. And that's obviously to try and take advantage of his pace to get in behind like you see there.
Good point, Kevin. Doué trying to find options. Exchange the ball with Miller back and forth. Good pressure by Rigi. Doué with a long ball to Barnes-Homer, who deflects it on the left side to Michaud. Michaud has Oyonko. Michaud tries to cross the ball, and it's a goal! Goal! Wilmington Hammerheads. A pass by Michaud, who finds number 7, Martz, who has been key for the Hammerheads. And a goal, 1-1.
Good action
Montreal
from
Hammerheads.
Good action from the Hammerheads. You see on the replay, Barnes-Homer just flicks on that header, as you see to Michaud. And then Michaud he looks up, he sees Martz making his run to the back post and squares it perfectly for him.
Yoseke does not intercept the pass, and Mkunguia was beating on that.
Yeah, he's beat. Leone as well just missed the ball.
Yeah.
But look, there's no really margin for error when you're about 2 yards from goal. So anyone who gets a touch on that, it's going in the net, even if the defender touches that. So a good goal for the Hammerheads. So make it 1-1.
Like I said earlier, Kevin, the tactical change for the Hammerheads, maybe having Martz closer as a second striker, seemed to have worked out.
He's playing up top, exactly. So they can utilize Barnes-Homer in a more of a target man role, and then Martz just playing off him as a second striker.
Here's again Barnes-Homer looking for Martz on the right side. He has space. Ait Slimane tries to intercept, but he cannot. Martz gives it back to Barnes-Homer to Defregger. Defregger one-time cross into the box. Yoseke tries to clear it. Back to Mkunguia. It's still a ping-pong game inside the box, and Ait Slimane keeps it in. Combines with Jairus. Jairus to Mkunguia.
Foul, yeah.
Yeah, it calls a foul.
Ait Slimane taken down.
I'm not sure if it was Defregger who fouled Ait Slimane, but it's a foul against the Hammerheads. And
it's a late tackle. It's unfortunate because the Hammerheads were in Montreal's zone. They were pressing. It was hard to get out of that situation. Now it's a free escape.
So now 1-1 between teams that really look alike when you look at the standings and the goals scored and the goals against. And it should be interesting how they will handle it as they sort of play not necessarily similar styles, but at least they like to exchange blows throughout the game offensively. Parker in the midfield gives it away to Rigi. Rigi has the ball into the midfield. Belonguer tries to win it. Taken away by Toblieb. Barnes-Homer is fouled by Onconi, and Onconi will get a yellow card. The referee is not happy, and he might be yellow carded unless it's a caution or a very long speech. No, it's a long speech. Trying to make him understand.
Tell him to keep his hands down on Barnes-Homer, but Barnes-Homer did really well to draw that foul. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. And obviously Onconi wasn't trying to push him to the floor, but the arms were there. There was some contact, and that's enough for a referee to call that.
So Miller to take the free kick as the Hammerheads are getting more and more momentum in this game. Scoring from a goal courtesy of Martz after a nice combination from Barnes-Homer to Michaud for an easy cross for a tap-in for Martz. So 1-1, 76 minutes. For Plex Potico-Robillard, FC Montreal, Wilmington Hammerheads.
Into the last stretch. Who wants to take all 3 points? Both teams will feel like it's there.
Barnes Homer deflects, heads the ball into the penalty box, into the 6-yard box of Luca Leone. Luca Leone bobbles the ball a little bit there. Could have been dangerous if a Wilmington Hammer player wanted to intercept that ball. So.
Just a bit shaky, but no threat there. Not
Charbonneau.
worried.
Charbonneau plays with the ball a little bit, intercepted by Barnes Homer. Tolbier on the right side finds March, who has a lot of space. He has a lot of speed. He might create some danger right there. Gives it back to Defregger, sorry. Defregger, long cross for Charbonneau, who's intercepted by Charbonneau. Back to Gagnon Laparé. Parrott on the left side finds Michaud. Michaud has Miller with him. Michaud might look for a cross. He goes into the box. He crosses it in. It's deflected.
Yeah.
And Jerez to Belongoyet to Ain
There's
Slimane.
a chance going forward.
There's a counter-attack. Jacques Lamel making a run. Ain Slimane in the midfield. He cuts to the middle. He goes for Rigi, who's 1-on-1 against Parrott, and Parrott heads the ball out of harm's way directly to Toblieb. Toblieb, he has time. Has Miller. Miller to Parker. Parker tries to get away from Guérin Laparé, gives it back to Toblieb. Toblieb takes his time, looking for options, back to Parker. Parker surrounded by blue shirts, finds Miller in the midfield. Miller with a long ball to Martz, intercepted by Aid Slimane, but his control is too heavy. Back to Michaud in the midfield. Michaud looking for options, cuts to the middle. He might go for Parker, he might go for the shot. He shoots! And it's high and wide. Luca Leone saw it coming, but good job by Michaud, who has really been key offensively for the Hammerheads.
Yeah, and he's similar to where Rigi is for FC Montreal tonight. He's confident, he wants to take that shot himself. I saw Briggs down on the sideline. Just once he saw that overlap, he wanted that ball to go out to the right side, but can't fault the player for trying his luck from distance.
Leone kicks the ball, Lachlan Lamel, but it's headed away by Meacham. Back to Barnes Homer, finds his favorite tuck in Martz. Michaud back to Barnes Homer on the right side, looking for Martz, long ball, a lot of speed. Yoseke will cover the ball, and it's gonna go out for a goal kick. No, it's a foul called on Martz for holding on Yoseke, even though the ball was still going out for a goal kick. So good job by Yoseke, although it could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
But he took the risk and he decided to impose himself physically.
Protected it well. Make sure he's got a body between him and Martz coming in on the ball.
Going in with a kick. Again, Meacham.
The push, 2 hands.
Yeah, he pushed Gagnon Laparé, who was not happy, and gets the free kick. Gagnon Laparé with a long ball on the right side.
Ooh, it's wasted.
It was, I think, looking for Rigi, but he might have miscued his pass.
Thought Rigi was going forward into the box, but in fact, he was just making that run inside to free up Charbonneau.
Smits finds Parker, trying to find Barnes Homer, who's 1-on-1 against Zanconi, who's making sure his hands are far away from the striker. Gagnon Laparé intercepts the ball on the right side. Breaks right there, back to Belongoyet. Belongoyet to Gagnon Laparé. All the way to Yoseki, who's pressured by Martz, and Yoseki has to clear it quickly.
No choice.
To the midfield, Michaud. Seems to be a handball, but no, okay. Parrott tries to find Barnes Homer on the left side, and it's out for a throw-in.
Final 10.
Charbonneau to Jerez. Final 10, a lot of time to make something happen, but still no changes from the Hammerheads. They feel confident with their players on hand, which they have proven worthy for the head coach. Jerez loses the ball on a dribble right there.
There you see Wilmington coach Mark Briggs. He's happy, I guess. You know, he thinks his game is still winnable, and I think so as well. Either side. But credit to them, they haven't let off.
Parker inside the box, inside the ball. He's surrounded by blue shirts. He tries to cut to the middle. It's cleared away. Miller outside the box, crossed it in. Back to Parker. Parker! He scores! It's a goal! Goal! Wilmington Hammerheads out of nowhere. After a lost ball by FC Montreal, a cross from, I think, Miller to Parker, who initiated the first chance, has the ball and lobs Leone. Well, basically, he beat Leone to the ball on a perfect cross.
Exactly, yeah. Well, the cross is, he has lots of time and space to send this ball in, as you'll see here. There it is. Parker coming in. He dribbles, lost, but the tackle just bounces back to Miller. Miller has lots of time just to float one into the back.
Great cross.
And Parker, he's the one who got tackled. Well, he's the one who lost the ball in the box. He gets quickly up. He recognizes the space in behind. Look at him here. He makes that run to the back
No one's
post.
marking him.
And
You see the gap between
Yeah.
Yoseke and Onkoni. They're not aligned.
Makangilwa was on the wrong side of him.
It's true.
He had to be inside of him. And that allows Parker to sneak in behind, get that touch before Leone is able to come out and punch it.
And Philippe Buffon now wasting time. He will make an substitution very soon. Number 87, Badruddin Boulajou will be coming up as striker. So FC Montreal down 2-1 at Complexe Sportif Robillard. Less than 10 minutes left in the second half. Reggie in the middle, looking to the cross. The Garin Laparé, and it's too long. And Smits takes care of business right there. So now it's for the Hammerheads now to manage the game.
Yeah.
Trying to get the killer goal, whereas Montreal has to open up. So they can send another striker soon at the next stoppage.
Probably, I don't think it's going to be a like-for-like sub. I think he's going to take out a more defensive player, maybe one of the midfielders, and throw a second striker up top.
On the right side, the Hammerheads. Mars inside the box. He shoots. His shot is wide, or maybe it was trying to cross. But again, Mars making runs inside the box, and they're able to find space.
Here it is, confirmation. It's Gagnon Laparé. So yeah, it is indeed a holding midfielder coming off, and the second striker we assume.
Yeah, but Badruddin Boulajou is a striker.
Yeah.
So he will join Jackson Amel up front.
It's gonna be a 4-4-2, just going forward for the last 10 minutes.
So Ait Slimane will be shifting more as a midfielder instead of a winger. We'll see how they will adapt. Also, Jarris is also on the field. He came on earlier for Lanco Joseph, so we'll see how they change tactically. Still no change for the Hammerheads. And good call by the coach. They're leading 2-1.
Yeah, sometimes it's, you don't want to ruin the rhythm of a match when you have to make subs, but obviously they could bring a player fresh legs, but so far so good.
Miller again to Michaud. Michaud inside the box. He's offside. And again, the same play happens a few times throughout the game where they're able to get into the box very easily. You know, 1-2 combinations, and you know, they're lucky. FC Montreal is lucky it's offside, but you can see how quickly they're able to get into the box. Beautiful play by the Hammerheads.
That's losing possession from FC Montreal off clearances. They're not able to get a full clearance out of danger. They put it back into dangerous areas, and then they got caught there and almost, well, they got caught on the goal, and they almost got caught here on the second time.
Long ball to Ait Slimane on the left side. He has Defregger. Ait Slimane tries to win the ball. He gets it. He has options with him. He will keep it, trying to find Boulajou. He goes for Mkongiwa on the left side with the cross on the second post. Yes, Jackson Amel! What a save by Smith! What a save! Jackson Amel almost had the tying goal, but Smith with a beautiful save, and it keeps the Hammerheads with the 2-1 lead at Robillard. Look at that.
This is Ait Slimane wins that ball, beats the Freger, lays it off, and as Wilmington is pushing up forward, that means ball in behind, and Jackson Lamel almost tying that game up.
He did everything perfect, just that Smith was even better. So
yeah,
perfection beats perfection, it seems. Belonguet on the right side finds Reggie, one-on-one against Parker. Reggie, look at the cross, he's gonna cut. What a beautiful play by Reggie. Inside the box, he gets Miller, another dribble. And Reggie has to go back all the way to Charbonneau. Charbonneau cross it in directly into the box. He does numbers on Coney. It's called offside. Yoseke was going for the ball. It's called offside. I think it was on Coney with the initial header. Called offside. FC Montreal feeling the pressure, trying to go all in.
They need to, yeah. They absolutely need to. And if I'm Wilmington, I'm sitting now just deep in my own end. Fullbacks are staying back. We're not going forward.
And let March do all the running with Michaud.
Yeah, no need for another goal. They're on the road. Let's take these 3 points. But FC Montreal, of course, they're going to be sending numbers after numbers forward in waves to try and get that equalizer.
Bars Homer finds Mars. Mars is against 3 FC Montreal players. He has time, looking for options. Kills time, has Parker on the left. Miller makes a run to give him options. Miller gets the ball on the left side. Miller's going to waste time trying to find options. Maybe win a corner kick yet again. Charbonneau trying to intercept it. Miller keeps it in. All the way back to Mkongiwa. Crosses it in the midfield. Intercepted by Toblid. Back to Michaud. Michaud with a bad pass. Jackson Amel gets it in. Back to Jackson Amel. He has space on the right side. Will he keep it in? He does not. He does not. And
it's a quick restart.
Belongoyet tries to go around Doué. And it's a throw-in for FC Montreal.
Looks like it's Michaud on the floor, grabbing his shins.
Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLdocker.com. USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. USLsoccer.com, news, previews, match highlights, live games, standing stats. It's your place to go for USL. USLsoccer.com. We see right there Jackson Amel, hands are on his hips, probably thinking about that
The miss.
the miss
Or he's just anxious
great
to
save.
or he's just anxious to get this ball rolling again. And Michaud is not going to be getting up anytime soon. He's going to be happy to take some seconds off the clock. I don't know if it's a cramp or what he has. We got a knock. But they will be making a sub, Wilmington.
So Michaud will be coming out and coming in. Either Mike Soboff, it seems, or Townsend. Casey Townsend, number 12, the midfielder.
Townsend,
So
yeah, he's in.
Townsend will be coming in. Throw in will be played by Charbonneau, trying to find option. Has Jarris. Jarris all the way back, but intercepted by Tobiab. Good tackle by Rigi, and it's out for a throw in for FC Montreal. Played quickly,
They wanted to sub Wilmington.
but
They're playing with 10 right now because the sub hasn't actually happened.
But the central referee did not call for the sub, so it's still
No,
game on.
FC Montreal played this throw in quickly, and the game's going.
And Kongiwa to Yoseke. Yoseke playing high up in the pitch, crosses it in. Has Rigi. Parker clears the ball out. It's still danger right there. And fouled by Boulajul, who
Sub is happening now.
Who did not job with Parrott. So the sub is confirmed. Misho out. Casey Townsend, number 12 in. And Parrott right there hurt in the box as Boulajul did not jump with him, and he fell awkwardly inside the box.
Fans trying to rile up the troops here.
A few ultras from Montreal that we hear at Stade Saint-Paul here, and a good crowd at Complexe Sportif Claude-Robillard.
It's a nice night. It's a great night out for football.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a thunderstorm today, but we're happy it's not, because I like to stay dry, and so do the players. And 2-1.
Another player down.
Yeah, another player down was Parrott, who fell awkwardly. And after a foul called on Boulajul, the striker who came on for Jérémy Gagnon-Laparé. 87th minute, 2-1 Hammerheads, trying to break a 9-game winless streak and trying to get back into the playoff race, as they are 6 points behind without counting the 3 points, the potential 3 points today. 6 points behind 8th place and Orlando City with about 5 games remaining into the season. So the Hammerheads trying to make something happen, trying to get the big win, away win, to restart, kickstart the sort of sprint toward the MLS, so toward the USL playoffs, and they need this win to be able to keep that hope alive. Smith wasting a bit of time there, and the referee whistles for the kick. Parrott goes back into the pitch. No, he's asked to stay in. He's not been authorized to come back, and kick by Smiths. Barnes Homer.
Now he's back in, Parrott. 11v11 again.
Long clearance by Parrott. On Coney, gives it away to Barnes Homer. Back to Townsend. Back to Parker, back to Townsend. Barnes Homer 1-on-1 against Charbonneau, but he's joined by Belongoyet. Nice pass inside the box by Barnes Homer, a bit too heavy for Martz on that play. Leone will play it quickly. Less than 2 minutes left into the end of the half, and we're still waiting for extra time from the fourth referee. Boulajul gives the ball into Justin Amel into the box. Justin Amel 1-on-1. Justin Amel, he scores! He scores! He scores! 2-2! FC Montreal Hammerheads. Jackson Amel with a beautiful pass by Boulajul, deflects with the header, 1-on-1 against Smith, sprints like a gazelle, and scores a beautiful goal.
Great finish from Jackson Amel. Look at this. It's played in behind. Look at that speed. He gets a great touch, keeps the ball low. Keeper can't do anything, Smits, and he rolls it into the empty goal. And that's great equalizer for FC Montreal in what's been, in my opinion, an even match. So right now, if this score holds, for me, there's no complaints. But it'll be interesting, these stoppage time minutes.
It will be interesting. A few players were down for injury, so we'll see what the referee will decide. We're about 30 seconds to the end of official time. We're waiting for extra time. Barnes Homer gets the ball on the right side to to the Frederick, all the way back on the right side to Homer, who tries to find Martin. He's called offside. And 2-2 right now. We're at the 90th minute in 10 seconds. Jackson Amel ties the goal after Kyle Parker gives a 2-1 lead earlier in the second half. Ice Liman wins the ball. Back to Boulajul, intercepted by Parrott. Back to Charbonneau. Rigi into the box.
5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes.
That's more enough time to score a goal or two for
Yep.
both teams or each team. So we'll see what's going to happen. This game has opened up where we'll basically have a whole half looking at how much scoring chance have been exchanged between both teams. So it's a long time.
In the first half, you had chances on both ends, but nothing really concrete. And finally, those chances have led to some goals. So
should be
very busy second half.
Should be interesting. Barnes Homer battles against Jarvis. Jarvis clears it out, and it's foul call against Barnes Homer.
Yeah.
Who's
FC Montreal are arguing that ball was going for Jackson Amel up front.
And he should have given advantage, but the referee is not hearing any of that. Charbonneau playing quickly to Onkoni. Onkoni looking for options. Long cross on the left side to Ed Sliman. Ed Sliman.
Good touch.
Good touch right there. He has Mkongua. He keeps it in. He cuts to the middle. Tries to find Rigi. Rigi gets the ball away from Parker. Rigi has legs. He has Rigi into the box.
Oh, he's taking that.
It's a foul.
Is that a PK? Or
It's a dive.
No, it's a dive.
Yellow card, a dive. And the bench of FC Montreal does not understand. Jumping out of frustration.
Ooh.
And Rigi is confused also and
Man.
shocked. And a yellow card for diving for Rigi. Even though...
Did he go looking for it? Let's see, but that's
can he still call for that dive even though Mkongua had the ball?
Yes.
Mkongua was going for the ball, so
I believe,
So
yeah.
it's still as a foul against yourself,
exactly.
basically. Sort of
And
foul against yourself. Good concept. So yellow cards for Rigi. You see right there on the replay, Kevin.
so here it is. He has the ball. He's dribbling with pace. That's a foul, but it's not a penalty. It's outside the box.
I'm not sure it's a foul. He was looking to.
Is it?
He was looking to slam himself into the
At the end,
Fregger.
but did the Fregger impede his progress forward? I
Yeah,
think he did.
that's true.
I think he did. And could have Rigi gotten out of the way? I don't think so.
Well, like you said earlier, he's a safe referee. He does
Exactly.
not want to be
That's,
involved in the.
that's why I don't.
Well,
want
he doesn't want to be involved. He got involved by not
He-
giving an almost goal for FC Montreal on a penalty
You
kick.
got to make those calls sometimes, but that's not a position anybody wants to be in.
Kukuya gets it back on the left side. He had a lot of numbers up front for the FC Montreal, but Meacham takes care of business and clears it back all the way to March, who has a lot of speed, and then Yosuke has to the speedy March. Yosuke back to Leone. He better watch out for Townsend. Leone to Belongoyet on the right side to Charbonneau. He has a lot of space giving out the Hammerheads on the right side. Charbonneau has his running. He has Rigi. Rigi 1-on-1 against Parrott. Rigi with the cross. He has Jackson Amel. And his header is not precise. And Sliman gets it back on the left side. He has Aaron Mkongiwa.
About 2.5 minutes remaining in stoppage time.
No foul called. No, it's a
It's a Wilmington ball.
no foul called. And
No.
he was looking for the throw in Aaron Mkongiwa, but it will not go his way.
Off camera, just moments ago, Ildefroy getting sent off. Reaction for Rigi, I guess that foul that wasn't. He thinks it was a foul, and also I believe it was Smith who got a yellow card for time wasting on the free kick.
Martz battles on Connie tries to get away. Back to Rigi. Jackson Amel has the ball. He has a lot of numbers in front of him, but Meacham takes care of a lob pass to Boulajul.
That's too much of a scooped ball. He needs to just play that a bit firmer in behind.
Townsend looking for options. He has Meacham pressured by Boulajul. Back to
No foul, can't
no
foul.
foul right there. Belou Belongoyet.
Great
And
play.
he fouls
Oof.
totally up, it seems. And no one's happy again. Maybe another FC Montreal staff member will be sent out if they continue to protest. So yeah, Toblev seems to be fouled by Belongoyet. It's so what happened?
Now they're losing it now, and that's Yaris yellow card jumping in front of
Yaris is jumping in front of the free
Yeah,
kick.
it's yellow.
It's unsportsmanship conduct.
that. He has to
one
be
would say.
behind 10 yards, and he's not. So
He's
it's,
not.
it's
So
a yellow.
yellow card, and Hammerheads wasting as much time as they can. Maybe less than maybe a minute
It
max.
looks like we have a minute.
Minute max into the extra time. 2-2. Hammerheads Montreal. Exciting game. Would have finished 2-2. Tune in for the next minute. Sofiane Penzaza, Kevin Duarte, live from Claude-Robillard. You're watching a USL YouTube stream channel live at Robillard. Rigi battles Parrott, who kicks him almost at the face, and the referee identifies that and gives the foul. Charbonneau plays it quickly on the left side. Has Jackson Amel, has Boulajul, has Aïd Sliman. Aïd Sliman, Boulajul has the ball, gives it back to Jackson Amel. Jackson Amel dribbles inside the box. He goes in. Sliman, he cuts. He will shoot. Oh, he almost scores.
That would have been
A
something
bit
else.
wide, maybe by a meter. Almost finds the game-winning goal for FC Montreal, and maybe less than 3 seconds left into extra time. Yoseke battles Barnes Homer. Miller gives it back to Mkongiwa. Mkongiwa crosses deep to Jackson Hamel, but he's offside, and it's the final whistle.
Yeah.
FC Montreal 2, Wilmington Hammerheads 2. The FC Montreal players not happy with the referee, having a conference with him like a media scrum, but I don't think he's going to be answering any questions right now. 2-2, goal by Rigi, goal by Jackson Hamel, and the Hammerheads, a goal by Mart and a goal by Parker to tie the game. And you see right there, the conference continues between the referee and the FC Montreal players. Not happy. They feel they were robbed either by, I don't know, the penalty kick or maybe the early whistle if they thought they still had more time, which I doubt. They don't have watches. So, Kevin, I want a raw impression of what happened.
That's
there.
it's great.
Raw, uncut, and edited.
For me, for fans, it's I mean, Montreal obviously just letting that game slip away. The Wilmington Hammerheads, great. They did very well to claw back, take the lead, and then all of a sudden that late goal there by Jackson Hamel made things super interesting, and that's why you see everybody's heated. You got Rigi going down. Was it a foul? Wasn't a, either way. It wasn't a penalty. It was outside the box, but it's still nonetheless a scoring chance. But for me, it's a well-earned draw. I believe both sides did enough to win this game. They missed chances later in the end or in the first half, but
no, it's true. It's true, and it was a fun game.
Yeah.
Both showed their identity on the pitch, what they know what to do, and they did it well, I think. Hammerheads were, I think, the standings don't really show. I think they're I find them to be a very technical team, even though they have some players that are not necessarily as technical as other higher standings Eastern Conference team. But I find that they're very proficient and efficient in what they do. So they've been very smart and sharp in how they do things, and I like players like Parker, like Michaud, like March, who use his speed. So they're really efficient with what they do. So for myself and Kevin Duarte, we'd like to thank you for tuning in for this 2-2 tie between FC Montreal and the Wilmington Hammerheads. From everyone at the broadcast booth, we thank you very much, and we'll see you next time for next home game for FC Montreal next weekend. For Sofiane and Kevin, have a good night.
soccer.